The Hearing Centre was established in 2007. Initially this work was done at one of our school sites, but the governors decided that they wanted to put a proper hearing centre into the town, and therefore they came here. It's an ideal location for us. It's right in the heart of Newbury, but it's in a quiet mews, perfect place to have a hearing centre. It's fully equipped, it's full of state-of-the-art equipment. Mary Hare has been around for 130 years, but one of the underlying principles of the whole organisation is to keep everything up to the forefront of technology, so we're always at the leading edge. And the Hearing Centre has a big client base. We have a lot of people that come here. Mr. Dean came to see me in August 2012, and he had been wearing aids for some considerable time then, but wasn't really doing as well as he felt he needed to. It was starting to affect his life and starting to affect certain things he enjoyed doing that he was beginning to give up.
13 years ago, I first noticed that my hearing was deteriorating as much as anything because I was having to ask people to repeat, and because to a certain extent I realised there was an annoyance level building up between my wife and myself.
And also his wife was being used, he described, as his interpreter on occasions. So if they went out together, she would later tell him what was really going on and what people were saying.
It was just frustrating because, you know, he didn't hear what I was saying. And also it's a bit isolating for me as well because he's not hearing what I'm saying. And I know it's isolating for him having a hearing impairment as well. But it sort of affects both of you.
And I was beginning to hear the odd word, and I created what I thought was the sentence, only by the look on their face I realised I got it absolutely wrong.
He had local knowledge of Mary Hare because he'd lived in this area before, and he thought that it was worth coming just to see if we could do anything more for him to help him hear better. And he was assessed here and fitted with an absolutely up-to-date pair of wireless hearing aids, and to date he's done a lot better. He's done very well.
Coming into Mary Hare, there was an immediate sense of this is nice.
It's vital to allow lots of time when first giving people hearing tests and finding out exactly what kind of lifestyle they have, what life they're leading.
Mr. Donohoe asked an incredible number of questions, which I'd never been asked before.
Because everything flows from that. If we give them a very accurate test, then we're much more likely to set up their hearing aids properly. And also it's about choosing the right hearing aids, and if they're custom made, having the right hearing aids made exactly to a specification.
The test itself was infinitely more professionally conducted than I had experienced. And the after-test discussions were also in great detail and without any pressure. I had them fitted and I noticed an immediate dramatic improvement.
I just couldn't believe the change and the difference.
We also like to take anyone that's fitted with hearing aids through a process over time after the fitting, just to fine-tune and make sure that everything is absolutely as personalised to them as it possibly can be.
And we did that. And that fine-tuning actually, I can't give you an analogy, but those hearing aids were now mine. They've given me a quality of life that I was losing. And they've enhanced my life. And I'm a younger man for it. And they are perfect.
The advice I would give to anybody that was experiencing problems with hearing is go and have a hearing test if you haven't already. Be be comfortable about where you are. Feel comfortable about it. If it doesn't feel right, go somewhere else. Also, never be pressured into buying something. Buy something that you want and that where you feel you're going to get the right thing. Anybody that gives you deadlines on when you should buy this, or it's £200 if you buy it by Friday, ignore it all. Really, it's about how confident you are in the procedure that really matters. Are you in the right place? Do you feel that these people will look after you properly? And the thing that we always do anyway is we say to everybody, if you're not happy with your hearing aids, just give them back. We'll give you your money back. And hardly anyone ever does that. So, but it's always there for them to do. It's got to be something that reassures them. If this doesn't work for me, especially if other aids have not worked for them previously, why should ours be any different? Well, we give them the chance to find that out. And then they make up their own mind.